Good afternoon and welcome to 3 o'clock with SOC. My name is Maria. I am a community organizer and youth coordinator at SOC, and I will be your host for today. Just give me a second while I welcome our Spanish-speaking guest. Muy buenas tardes y bienvenidos a 3 en Punto con SOC. Mi nombre es María, soy una organizadora de la comunidad y coordinadora del grupo de jóvenes con SOC. Hoy nuestro programa es en inglés, pero ofrecemos traducciones al español. Para escuchar la traducción, puede llamar al número que aparece en la pantalla, que es 646-749-3122, y la contraseña es 779-328-221. Okay, so we're going to continue with our show and with some other reminders. There is a link to our past recorded episodes on our Facebook and YouTube page, so feel free to check those out. And then I'd also like to give a quick shout out to our staff. Today we have Marlene producing and Travis doing comments. Another reminder to complete our SOC survey. We want to hear your thoughts and opinions on our forum. We are also open to any suggestions or topics you'd like to see on here. And then all of our SOC staff is working virtually from home, and that is why you see us on the screen without masks at this time. Although we are working from home, SOC is still here for you. You can reach us via email at soc@socmilwaukee.org. You can call us at 414-672-8090. And you can also check out our website at socmilwaukee.org. Lastly, I'd like to share a disclaimer that the views and opinions shared today do not necessarily reflect those of SOC. Before I continue with our announcements, I'd like to invite you all to comment just to see who is all here with us today. So I see so far Kimberly is here watching. Thank you, Kimberly. Hello. And then I'll continue with some announcements. So today is our Community Organizing and Leadership Day. For our special segment, we will have Lieutenant Lorenzo Williams, Community Relations Director of the Milwaukee Fire Department. But before we move forward with our interview, I'd like to go over what the rest of the week looks like for our forum. So Monday, we'll have Maruela Kirkendall, the CEO of Community Advocates. Tuesday is our Youth Day. And then Wednesday, we'll have Michelle Crane, Director of Marketing and Business Development at Menominee Valley Partners, and that is our Spanish Day as well. Thursday, we'll have Claire Evers, Deputy Commissioner of Environmental Health. And then Friday is our Community Organizing and Leadership Day. So we hope you can all join us for the rest of the week and get more information from all the amazing guests we have booked. So next up is our guest segment. Now let's just welcome Lieutenant Lorenzo Williams.
Hello.
Hi, thank you for being here.
Hi.
If you can just start off with a brief introduction about yourself.
Okay, sounds good. My name is Lieutenant Lorenzo Williams. I've been on the Milwaukee Fire Department approximately about 11 years. I've been out in the community. This is my first job as a community. I've been with the department for 11 years, but now this is my new current job as a Director of Community Relations. Today is my first day actually as the Director of Community Relations. The guy retired yesterday from Relations, and I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to work in the community. I'm excited to get to know everyone in the community throughout the city.
Thank you. You can speak a little bit on overall program.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Well,
yes. What was that again? I'm sorry.
If you can just tell us a little bit about the programs, like before, pre and post COVID as well.
Sounds good. So pre-COVID, we will be out in the community. We would do block parties, the community relations. We would have a fire truck show up to your block parties during the summertime or any events. We also have a health and wellness program where we can teach different programs to the elderly and just people in the community about different things that we offer. Emergency preparedness plan also too. If you have a residence or a apartment building and you live there, we will come out and give you directions on how to exit the building in case it was a fire or something in that nature, some type of emergency and ways to get out and some things to think about. We also do hands-on CPR training. We do that. We do extinguisher training, and all those services that I just mentioned are free. And you contact us and we will come out. That's pre-COVID, and the good thing is, starting today, we are starting to open things back up. We're doing those things again. The class sizes could be a little bit smaller than previous in the past, But if you reach out to me, I'll let you know if we can do those things to accommodate any services that you might need. Also, we do install smoke detectors also too. And we just open that back up too. Now we're going to give smoke detectors out to you, and we're going to follow up to see if it's safe for us to come in the home. We're going to make sure it's COVID safe first, make sure you have masks on, and those things. If you cannot install it yourself, we will do those things for you.
How could we get a smoke detector if they were interested?
Cool. Sounds good. You can call 414-286-8970. And right there on that number right there, they'll call you. You leave a message, and then they will give you all the stuff that you might need. Okay. So once you leave that message, we'll call you back and come out and install your smoke detector, or give you one to install yourself.
Okay. Could you give us any fire safety tips? It seems like winter, there's a lot more, I don't know if this is true or not, but it just seems like there might be more fires. Is that something that you kind of see as a trend in the winter, or?
Yes, it's more fires in the winter. People using their ovens to warm their homes, using candles to stay warm. They're trying to cover their windows with blankets and things of that nature. So we do things to cover those windows to make sure that to just avoid it. You know, use space between the windows. Do not use space heaters because they could be very dangerous to heat your home. And also just making sure that you're using fire safety techniques. But having a smoke alarm would help you prevent a big fire and getting out of your house safely.
Okay, thank you. Could you tell us a little bit about Warm Up Winter? That's an event that I saw there on the website when I was taking a look at it, and I just was wondering if you can explain a little bit more about that.
Sure. Warm Up Winter is where we give kids of MPS and less fortunate kids throughout the city jackets during the winter. We have seen people walk around, young kids out at the bus stop. It's freezing cold outside. So we have jackets and coats available for them that we give them every year. We was going to schools throughout the year, but this year and last year with COVID being in the thing, we weren't able to go to the schools and deliver those coats. We couldn't give those coats to the children, but that's something that we do. We raise money for the coats ourselves. When you see us outside with the booth in our hand, because we're raising money for those coats. And then we take that money and we purchase those coats to give back to kids in our own community so they can have nice warm jackets.
Wow.
They go to school every day.
What if someone's interested in donating? How can they go ahead and do that?
Currently, right now, to donate to Warm Up Winter, or
yeah, for Warm Up Winter.
That organization is not. They're part of the fire department. We all help with them, but we'll have to wait till the next event to have that information. I apologize. I do not have that information on hand.
It's okay. Thank you. If you can just give me a little bit of contact info, then I don't think we were able to take down the number for the fire smoke detector service, but if you can repeat that for me so we can put it in the comments.
Sounds good. 414-286-8970.
897. Okay.
Yes.
And then is there a website that they can they can check out or anything like that, or a Facebook page? Or
yes, yeah, you can follow Milwaukee Fire Department on Facebook. We also on Instagram. We also are on Twitter and Nextdoor Foundation. Nextdoor. I'm also posting on those websites weekly, if possible, different things that we're doing in the community, events that we have going on, fires, pictures from fires, and things of that nature. I always post it on there as much as possible.
Okay. And then I just want to inform our viewers to comment any questions that they might have so far. I just see that Garcia Enid Maritza commented. Hi Maritza. And Angel, hello. Jasmine, hey. Isaiah, Leroy, the SOC youth is watching. So thank you guys for tuning in. And just a quick question, any information or anything else that you'd like us to know during these times?
Like I said, call that hotline for smoke alarms. We're more than willing to come out, especially if you cannot afford it. Also try to contact your landlord to see if they can give you one first. But if you have any questions, any events, I'm going to give you my number. You could call me directly, my email directly. You can have them call me, and I'll answer most questions and get those things out to you to the best of my ability.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Well, that's all the questions that I have for you today. Thank you for your time and for the information.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Have a good day. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to Lieutenant Lorenzo Williams for that info. It was really helpful to us. And if you guys have any questions, just check out their Facebook page and also the phone number here if you'd like a smoke detector as well. They can help you out with that. Next up, we will have our coronavirus update with Marlene.
All right. So I would like to first start off by saying happy Friday. You know, a lot of us are ready for the weekend just to relax. So I do have some updates for you guys. I think I'm gonna do the COVID-19 update for you guys first, and then we do have a lead video that I would like to play because so the Southside Organizing Center has partnered with the Milwaukee Public Health Department to provide Southsiders with any like lead filters that they would like. We have faucet filters and we have pitcher lead filters as well, and you can see what I mean by that in the video. First off, I'd like to show this flyer. So this is going to essentially explain when the vaccine will be available to the next upcoming groups. So currently, for December and January, the following people have been getting vaccinated: frontline healthcare personnel, residents in skilled nursing facilities, residents of long-term care. And then we have, for January, we had police and firefighters and individuals age 65 and older. The next eligible groups in March, and this was verified today in the Wisconsin Health Department council meeting. They verified that educators and childcare individuals, childcare workers are next. Individuals enrolled in Medicaid and long-term care programs. So if you're enrolled in Medicaid long-term care programs, some public-facing essential workers. So if you are facing the public or you're facing public groups a lot, then that's those individuals are next. Non-frontline essential healthcare workers. So that could mean individuals that are in the HR department working in the hospitals and things of that sort. And then staff and residents in congregate living facilities. They do ask for all of us to stay patient, and there's currently a limited supply of vaccines that is coming to Wisconsin. If Wisconsin receives more vaccine doses, populations may become eligible before March 1st. So we're moving faster than we estimated. For more up-to-date information on vaccine eligibility, you can visit the Department of Health Services site at www.dhs.wisconsin.gov/COVID-19/vaccine. And you can check that out for more updates. Currently, Wisconsinites who can get the COVID-19 vaccine, this is the current vaccination eligibility populations. So frontline healthcare workers, nursing home and assisted living residents and staff, police, fire department, and correctional staff, adults age 65 and older. And for those that are 65 and older and they wish to know where they can get their COVID-19 vaccine, you can definitely talk to your provider and they can provide it for you. And you can also go ahead and check out the Milwaukee Public Health Department. Give them a call and see how you can go and get your vaccination. Of course, this will all be by appointment. Yeah. So that is my COVID-19 vaccine update for you guys. And that's just okay, that was just a part of it. Let me move on to the COVID-19 numbers that we have here. Um, I'm going to explain the dashboard. So in Milwaukee right now, there are currently 60,625 positive cases altogether. In the past 7 days, there have been 803 positive cases in the Milwaukee County. And when the Milwaukee Public Health Department considers Milwaukee County, they also consider like Whitefish Bay and, out in Cudahy. So all of this is like considered. So when you look at the 53215 total cases, we got to move this back to 7 days. So when you look at the 53215, you'll see in the past 7 days, there have been a total of 105 positive cases. In the 53221 zip code, there have been a total of 65 cases. So that's on the rise as compared to last week. And then the 53204 zip code, there have been a total of 70 cases. And then when we look here on ethnicity and, ethnicity, number of cases by race and ethnicity, you'll see that the Black or African American community has the highest total cases. And then coming in second is the white community. Coming in third is the Hispanic or Latino X community. And then by age range, 25 to 34, it hasn't changed. 25 to 34 age range is the highest. Coming in second is the 15 to 24-year-olds, and then third is the 35 to 44-year-olds. So that is my COVID-19 update for you guys for today. Put comment in the comment section if you do have any questions. I can refer them to Claire Evers, the Deputy Commissioner of the Environmental Health at the Milwaukee Public Health Department, and she can try to have those questions answered for you. I will be sharing more updates on, locations and where individuals can go and receive their COVID-19 vaccine in next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Marlene, for the COVID-19 update. And next up, we will have a civic-related video explaining the legislative branch.
There are 3 branches of government in the U.S. legislative, executive, and judicial. The legislative branch is comprised of the United States Congress, the bicameral legislature responsible for writing and passing all federal laws, among various other functions. Back when the Founding Fathers drafted the Constitution, debate stirred over the type of legislature they'd have. One with equal representation, i.e. the same number of representatives for each state, or a proportional representation, in which the number of representatives reflected the size of each state's population. Unable to choose, they settled on both. A legislative branch with 2 houses, the House of Representatives and the Senate, which together form the Congress. This was all outlined in Article 1 of the Constitution, which also notes the functions, powers, and parameters of the Congress and its individual representatives. A congressman's primary responsibilities include representing the interests of their constituents, working together to write laws, overseeing other government agencies, and passing bills. But of course, that's all way easier said than done. To understand how it all works, we have to take a closer look at the makeup of the 2 distinct houses. The first and lower house is the House of Representatives, made up of 435 elected officials. Each state is allotted a number of congressmen, determined by their total population. To become a member of the House, one must be at least 25, have lived in the U.S. for 7 years, live in the state they will represent, and be elected by the people. Congressmen serve 2-year terms and are up for re-election every even year. The House is led by the Speaker of the House, who's elected by the House of Representatives. The House has a few exclusive powers not shared by the Senate. Only the House can initiate tax laws and spending bills. Only the House can initiate impeachment of the president or other government officials. And in the event that there's no majority in the Electoral College for one of the presidential candidates, it's the House who casts the deciding vote. The Senate, or the upper house, is made up of only 100 elected members, with 2 senators from each state. Here, a state like Wyoming has as strong a voice as California, even though California has a much larger population. To run for Senate, one must be at least 30 years old, have lived in the U.S. for 9 years, and live in the state that they will represent. Senators serve 6-year terms. Every even year, a third of the Senate is up for re-election. Before the 17th Amendment was ratified in 1912, senators were elected by the state legislatures. But now they're elected by us, the people. The Vice President of the United States serves as the head of the Senate, but he or she may only cast a vote in the event of a tie. The Senate exclusively has the power to approve presidential appointments and treaties. And when the House moves to impeach a government official, it's the Senate that tries them. Together, both houses have the power to tax, coin money, declare war, and regulate foreign and interstate commerce. But Congress's bread and butter is writing and passing bills. Getting a bill passed is no easy task. A bill can originate in either the House or the Senate, but before it gets voted upon, it goes through a series of committees and amendments and floor debates. After a vote, it moves to the other chamber and the process continues. If the one chamber makes any edits to a bill passed by the other, it has to go back for another vote. The House and Senate must vote to approve the exact same bill before it can move on. If it fails to get a majority vote, it has to be reintroduced. If it passes, it goes to the president's desk for approval. If the president chooses to veto a bill, which essentially voids it, Congress can push back with a veto override. But to do this, they need a 2/3 majority vote in both houses. Failing to pass legislation is an inevitable part of congressional routine. Congress is the only branch of government whose members are elected directly by the people, and the only part of government that tries to balance the relationship between the power of the nation and the individual states. To see how the Supreme Court checks the president, check out our video on the judicial branch.
Thank you, Gabe, for choosing that video for us to watch and that information on the legislative branch. Next up, we will have our promo video with Marisol.
Has this live forum been informative and useful to you? What part of the forum could be improved or changed to make it better? Please take a quick survey that's located in the comments section so that we can keep 3 o'clock with SOC going for residents. Thank you for tuning in.
So if you want to go ahead and on our comments, if you scroll to the top, you can see our survey link. We welcome you to answer the survey questions and let us know what you think of the forum so far. Next up, just a reminder again, it's almost time to say goodbye, but just to remind you all of what's coming up for the week. On next week, Monday, we'll have Maruela is the CEO of Community Advocates, and then Tuesday is our Youth Day. Wednesday, we'll have Michelle Crane, Director of Marketing and Business Development at Menominee Valley Partners. And then Thursday, we'll have Claire Evers, the Deputy Commissioner of Environmental Health. And Friday, again, is our Community Organizing and Leadership Day. So we welcome you all and encourage you all to stay tuned and watch us at 3 o'clock with SOC with our special guest. So thank you all for joining us today, and I will conclude with our forum founder and partner. Thank you, Vio.
Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in to SOC's live forum today. My name is Jeanette, and I am the resident lead for South of the Tracks Polonia Resident Group. Today, we'd like to thank some sponsors: Wisconsin Voices, Community Development Block Grant, Neo Philanthropy State Infrastructure Fund, Movement Voter Project, Catholic Campaign for Human Development, Zilber Foundation, City of Milwaukee Office of Violence Prevention, Tides Foundation, City of Milwaukee Promise Zones, and all the faithful individuals who support SOC through their personal donations. We thank you. We hope you all are staying safe. Talk to you soon.